Well, it's safe to say that naming the tree worked, certainly helped it grow, but it's grown right through me greenhouse. It wasn't supposed to grow that much. Oh, man. Hello and welcome back to another episode of Truly Bedrock with me, Mr. Beardstone, and Spruce Willis, who appears to have grown up. And although, once again, you know, it's definitely working. Like, the trees are getting better every time. But this one grew up in the middle of a greenhouse. That's no good. It's just, I don't know. I think it's definitely time to call in the experts on that one. We're going to have to send a message to Jessiie and see if she can help us out here, because this is just not working. So the last few episodes we've actually been working quite a lot in this area. We've accomplished loads. The town's looking really good. We've managed to start the cliffside looking good as well. And we have got huge plans for all the cliffs and terrain and stuff in this area. But today we're going to be taking a break from Sannerly and the surrounding area, and we're going to be spending quite a lot of time in the Nether. The reason for this is I do wish to make a start on my main Nether base. I'm not doing anything particularly sort of, huge or over the top out there, but I do fully intend on making a sort of, Strider dockyard and just a couple of little things there to make my portal area look a bit nicer, especially behind the portal. And there's also a little rescue mission we need to go on. During one of our latest streams, we went on a mission and we found a brown panda, which is, they're just really, really rare. So we promptly put him in a boat, we took down his coordinates, and today we're going to go on a rescue mission to go save him. The primary issue with this is he is approximately 4,000 blocks away in the middle of a jungle. The nearest ocean is about 1,000 blocks away from him, and there's lots and lots and lots of horrific terrain in between. So I think our best bet is going to be to go through the Nether. This is going to allow us to kill two birds with one stone, but the first thing we need to do is actually grab a few supplies and then fly back out to the panda spot and write down the coordinates, because, Beardstone was silly and didn't do that the first time. Silly Beardstone. And here he is, our lovely nameless brown panda. So, on that note, if you do have an idea for a name for old brown panda here, assuming we get him back to our base safe and sound, which I'm sure we will, we're very, very cautious animal movers, but if you do have any suggestions for a name, please do leave that below in the comments. You know how we love to name things here, and I'm terrible at naming anything. So the first thing for me to do here is to set up a portal, and I'm just going to put it right on this spot here, and then we're going to take the coordinates down and dig to the same place in the Nether. I think the safest thing to do is going to be to dig down at the level where our current portal is, and we're going to need to make a double wide tunnel, and it's probably going to be, what, 500 blocks? Where are we? 4.5? Yeah, it's going to be a big old tunnel. But don't worry, we will save you. We'll save you. I'll catch you on the other side. Okay, so I think I found the correct spot in the Nether. So, in theory, if I put this in here, I do want to check it before I dig out the rest of the tunnels. And conveniently, a lot of the tunnels are already dug out. If you look down there, I've actually managed to connect to an already existing tunnel. So I don't have to do too much widening if this is the correct place. Let's jump through and find out. Fingers crossed. Yes! Excellent. There he is, right there. Okay, cool. So we're going to jump back through, and I'm going to widen up the tunnels and just make sure that the path there is clear all the way, because we don't want to come across any, roadblocks and issues when we're rowing our panda about. It's going to take long enough as it is, so let's make our lives as easy as possible. I think we have made the path too wide all the way down. We should be able to get straight onto the central diagonal highway, but we do have about 1,000 or so blocks to go in the Nether in a boat with a panda. I'm sure everything will be fine. Okay, so it looks like I can't get in the boat at the same time as the panda, which is a problem I did not foresee. So I think I'm going to have to go get myself a lead and then come back and just drag him through. Because the other problem is, you can't put a lead directly onto a panda, so I need to keep the panda in the boat, put the boat on a lead, and then drag the boat around with the panda in it. I think that's going to be the only way that we can do this. So yeah, let's go grab a lead. Right, let's try this again, shall we? So we're back, we've got a lead, there's a couple of mobs around, but we'll just steer clear of those, I guess. I'm sure we'll be fine. So, right, let's see if we can drag this guy through. So, we should be able to put a lead on the boat, if I remember correctly. How can I do that? There we go. Although, if I had to do that, maybe I can get into it. Ah, so I can get into the boat, I just have to go from underneath. Good to know. Okay, right, now I've got to try and destroy the boat without destroying the panda. This is the difficult bit, so I'm thinking once again I'm going to need to go underneath. Okay, right, that is the boat. So as long as I don't move a muscle and get my axe out, we should be fine. Oh, I moved a muscle. Oh god, this is nerve-wracking. Okay, right, it worked. He's gone through. And he is right here. Fantastic. Okay, right, so where is our boat? That's the next question. Oh, no, we want that. Let's throw that away. Right, see if we can find our boat. Perfect, we've got him back in the boat. Right, now I need to get in the boat. Oh, God, right. So down here again, and then from below. Ha! Oh, let's turn around without suffocating our panda friend. Get some more blocks in, and I think we are away. Yep, we're away. That's it, buddy. You sit correctly. Oh god, I hope he doesn't suffocate. Well, this could take a while. We've got quite far to go, so I will see you guys in a minute. Big success! We've managed to get our brown panda friend all the way to our portal. The problem is, I don't really know what to do with him from here. Because part of me kind of wants to leave him down here in the Nether and make a nice little home for him in one of the walls of the tunnels, but the other part of me wants to bring him to the overworld. So, once again, just maybe let me know in the comments what you think I should do with this guy. For now, though, however, I think we'll just leave him here to keep the pigs company. Gives them something to look at, and he'll be fine. Now we have our new panda friend a little bit closer to our base. I need to head over to Jessiie B's for our next task, which is to go and call in the experts to... Oh, I love this soul sand. Which is to call in the experts to help us with our tree situation, because we clearly can't do it on our own. So I believe this is Jessiie B's tunnel, and it is looking amazing. I absolutely love it. The colours work really well in here. Nice. And a massive portal as well. Right, let's jump through, see where we end up. I think the best thing for me to do is probably just to plant my sapling here and leave a little sign. That should draw attention to it, I reckon. Oh, it's happened again. Look at that. This is getting ridiculous now. Right. There we go. That should help. So we've put help. My trees are broken. I've tried everything. I need an expert. I need the expert. Save me, Jessiie B. From Mr. B. So hopefully that will mean that we can get our trees fixed, finally, because I've had enough. I've had enough of these trees. On to the next thing. Over here in the shopping district, we've been making some additions to our slime shop. Yeah, there's been a bit of a spillage. So we actually did this on stream as well, and chat came up with the excellent idea of adding in some soul sand and magma cubes around the side as well, which was mainly for the bubble effect, but it has an unforeseen side effect, which is fish keep getting caught in them. Look, like this, look, see? Fish keep getting caught in them, and then they die in all my toxic waste, and I guess that's kind of fitting. The reason I wanted to come back here, however, was to fix the pipe, because I did try using the acacia so you can see the slime on the inside, but to be honest, I really don't like it. So after some umming and ahhing and trying a few different things, I think we're just gonna go with classic spruce, really. I think that's the only thing for it, because everything else just it didn't quite work. It was either too chunky if it's not a trapdoor, or iron trapdoors were an idea, but then you need to power them. So spruce trapdoors is the answer. So I'm going to quickly change this out. There we go. I think that pipe there is looking much better now. And one thing that I didn't actually get to do on stream, which I fully intended to do, look, see all the dead fish. So one thing that I did intend to do but didn't actually do in the end was to see what this place looked like at night, and that is not the way to do that. Let's try that takeoff again. So we put some lights under the toxic sludge as well, so it would glow at night, and that just looks amazing. Let's get a bit further away so we can see when people are flying over from Spawn Island, which is in that direction. First thing they see, glowing toxic sludge. Beautiful. That should definitely draw some attention to our shop. Love it. Now we're done with all our chores, we can actually get into the meat of this episode. So we're going to head back to our Nether hub, and we're going to talk through what our plans are there, and make a start, which is going to involve some digging, some building, and some probably changing of my mind, because that's all I ever do. I say I'm going to do something, and then I'll do something else. So let's see what we're not going to do, shall we? So the bulk of our plans here are going to revolve around the back side of the portal here. And what I want to do is open out a much larger space here, and then we've got a path here that goes up to the outside. And we've actually got a nice sort of, it's almost like a little back cave entrance. It's really good up there. So we do want to do some work up there too. But for today, I think I want to focus on this room here. So it's not really got any particular function or anything like that. I just kind of really want to experiment with the new blocks and see if we can build something cool down here that just looks like a big sort of, entrance hall. It might mean that we'll be able to push our portal back a few blocks as well and make a bit more of it, because although obviously I do really like the tunnel we've got going on here, I think if this then opened out into a nice big room with a portal in it, I think that's just going to look better overall. So, oh god, first things first, I'm going to dig out a big hole, I guess. I dug a big hole, and the next step is going to be to decorate it. So I decided to make it round, and all of the netherrack here will be getting torn out and replaced with nicey stuff instead. And I've also widened the corridor here that goes up to the top bit, which is where we're going to have our sort of Strider port type area. But yeah, we won't go up there just yet. I'm not really sure where the design of the interior of this is going to go as yet. I've not really thought about it too much. I've just been making it up as I go along in regards to making it a big circle and putting this in the floor. And I'm just going to carry on with that technique, I think. I'm just going to try and carry on a little bit with what we've got in here in regards to the colours and sort of what we've used in regards to shapes as well. And that was not what I intended to do. Let me out of here. The only other thing we need to consider in here is the mining tunnel. So that currently goes out this way, and that takes us to where we mine. But I did also notice that about sort of 100 or so blocks down there, Foxy has got a portal right on the edge of it. So we can't really do much in regards to moving it, because it's going to cut right through his area. So I guess we're probably just going to leave it as it is for now and just hide it behind a door. And we'll deal with that in the future and figure out what we're going to do on that side of things. Our next step is going to be to have a think about the decoration in this area and build a lovely shiny interior for it. So you're probably going to see some kind of a montage around about now. I mean, you can probably already hear the music. Can you hear is the music playing? If there's music playing that was different to what we just had around about now, then it's probably going to be a montage. A bad thing happened. Wait a minute. Someone stole my panda. And I'll be the first to admit that I may have jumped to some conclusions there. Yeah, my initial thought was that maybe he'd been stolen while I had my back turned, because the boat was gone as well, so I didn't think it was a chunk border problem. He couldn't have just randomly despawned. And as a result, I was like, yeah, he's probably just been stolen, because, you know, tis Tom. Kind of has it in for me, as well as probably some other people. And it was a panda, DRP was on, so I thought maybe he had come to reclaim the panda and put it back in the jungle where it came from. But it turned out, on researching and going back through the stream, that it was my fault. It was my fault. I accidentally killed him. When I was working on the ceiling up there, a little bit of lava escaped and it kind of flowed down and may have burnt my brown panda to death. So all that stuff at the start of the video, it turns out all that was pointless. We still don't have a panda and there's nothing for you to name. Oh, sorry about that. But despite the loss of our brown panda friend, it's not all been doom and gloom. We have managed to get this room looking much, much better. It's still not 100% done. I do need to add in the cracked nether brick and some of the detail bricks, and I want to add a few more details here and there as well. And the floor in particular is just really, and I mean really bland. I need to do something there. It's basically just a basalt cross at the moment, and I need to do something to make this a bit nicer. I did try lots of blue flame, and it was just too much blue flame, so I need to try something else. Besides that, we have done the archway into the main tunnel. We've got our huge nether portal, and we've also got lights hanging. We've got some lights on shelves. The mining tunnel is actually just behind here somewhere, and I haven't quite decided how I'm going to put a door into that yet, but we're also not going out there at the moment, so I'm sure it'll be fine. I've also added in fire that we've... Oh, no. So we've also added in some fire to match up with the corridors out the front there, and this bit has had nothing done to it. I was really hoping to get that bit done this episode as well, I'm not going to lie, but I've just run out of time. It's about... Well, it's just coming up midnight now, and I finished my stream a little while ago. This is the very last bit that I needed to do and edit for the episode that's coming out tomorrow. So I think it's best that I'm sorry to do this, but we've got an almost but not quite finished project here. It's so close, so close. And sadly, that is where we're going to have to leave today's episode. If you have enjoyed it though, please do leave a like. And if you're new here, please do consider subscribing as well. And don't forget, in a couple of weeks, we have the next TB stream weekend, which is on the 8th and 9th of August. And oh my god, run!